Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is going to be, I feel it's going to be just a short video. It's going to be called Being Uniquely You. I am a pretty strange individual. I've developed the ability to have visions and meet saints from heaven. I remember uh, the ability to see visions happened. I was dreaming one time, and Jesus spoke to me in a dream and told me to contact Jonathan Edwards, the medium. And I asked him, how do I do that? He said, just say his name. So I said, Jonathan Edwards, and the medium spoke telepathically into my mind and said, hello, this is Jonathan Edwards. Who is this? And I said, I'm Matthew Robert Payne. I live in Sydney, Australia. I'm alive and not dead. I've got a message for you. And and he said, what's the message? And I said, Jesus, who is this? And I pointed to Jesus dying on the cross and sent him an image of Jesus dying on the cross. He says that you to stop being a medium. You grew up to know differently in a Christian household, and you've gone off and started to do something that the Lord doesn't admire, and you need to stop doing it. And he said, "Is that the end of the message?" And I said, "Yeah." And I uh, I woke up immediately, and I was so awake that it was like I was awake, and I'd had three coffees. Like I couldn't possibly go back to sleep. And Jesus said to me, um, I asked Jesus, did that really happen? And Jesus said, yeah. And I said, why did he get me to do that? He said, because you're available. And Jesus said, he wants to speak to you again. I said, what should I say? And Jesus says, no, Michael will handle it from here. And Michael, the archangel, would have spoken on my behalf to Jonathan. Perhaps Jonathan thought he was continually speaking to me, but Michael took over. Jesus said, I want you to ask me for something and I'll give it to you. And I said, what should I ask for? He said, you think about it. And he said, you never asked me for anything. You never asked for things. And so I think the Holy Spirit helped me. I remembered the verse in Acts, and men will dream dreams and men will see visions. And I asked Jesus, could I see prophetic dreams and visions? And um, so that happened one week. I think it was the next week. It was my birthday, and I stayed late in the city and caught a bus home late at night. And um, I used to avoid this park. Walking through the park was the shortest route home. But I used to avoid this park because there were bats in the park, and they screeched and they sounded like demonic spirits. And so I didn't like walking under the screeching bats. It was pretty evil. And Jesus said, walk through the park tonight. And so I did, and they screeched. And I got to a junction in the park where you come to a T intersection and you take a left. At the T intersection, I saw Jesus in a vision, and I saw Jesus, Sadhu Sundar Singh, the famous Indian apostle, and Keith Green, the famous Christian singer. And Jesus spoke to me, and Keith Green spoke to me, and Sadhu Sundar Singh spoke to me. So this is the first time I'd seen Jesus. And the first time I seen Jesus, I saw other saints from heaven. So meeting saints from heaven isn't a weird thing for me. I remember I used to meet Jesus a lot in McDonald's in visions. And I asked him one time, can you bring some other people down with you? And he said, "Who should I bring?" And I said, uh, uh, "I'll let you surprise me." And the next time I saw him in McDonald's, he had Mary Magdalene with me, and Mary Magdalene became my friend. So I'm unique. I don't know many people personally that meet saints like I do. But from the first occasion of having my spiritual eyes opened, I was meeting saints. And um, Sadhu Sundar Singh was a hero of mine, so was Keith Green. And Jesus brought them down just like Elijah and Moses came down to meet Jesus and impacted his life. They were both key figures out of the Old Testament. They came down to impact Jesus' life. So too, Keith Green and Sadhu Sundar Singh had a big impact on my life. And they speaking to me and visiting me meant a lot to me. I've met Sadhu Sundar Singh a few times and Keith Green a few times since then. And so I'm a little weird in that. Uh, but I just want to encourage you that it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. There's not a lot of people in the Christian faith who can receive that we're seated in heavenly places, and we've got a birthright to meet people from heaven. It's only a slim amount of people who believe that you can contact Michael Jackson or you can contact Princess Diana and interview them. But I've got a number of books. I think I've got about 30 interviews with saints from heaven, and I'm fairly used to it. And I've even got an interview with Jesus. Jesus Speaks from Heaven. It's one of my books. And um, I just want to give you permission to be unique. You're, you're allowed to. You're allowed to be unique. You're allowed to be yourself and express yourself, and no matter how that takes effect. God bless you. I look forward to the likes and the comments on this. God bless.